online haircut.
Welcome back, guys, to Avenues Podcast. We're on episode 202 this week. I think we're going to have a short episode this week. We don't have too much to say. We got a discussion topic coming up. We're going to continue to talk about playoffs, go Stanley Cup. And, to start that off, there was a video that surfaced Instagram, and it's gotten pretty popular. Not too big, but thousands of shares.
Yeah.
And pretty much it's the love and support, we'll say, of the Canucks.
Yeah.
And the city, the municipality of Delta, they have, the watch party. I think it'd be pretty cool to go to. It looks pretty big.
Yeah.
I love how a lot of places are doing the watch parties. It's really cool and it's fun, good community thing to get together. And for someone to go on Instagram and, say, go Canucks go, you can do this. And I think that just shows, like, that video represents how much the city really cares. You see the flags, all that stuff we talked about last week. And it's continuing to be there. So pretty cool. And I'm excited to see how this series continues to go on.
Yeah. We should put the video up so you guys can see it. And that'll be in the middle somewhere.
Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. You can do this. We can win this year. It's about time. It's been a long time since you guys have this big of a crowd. And I'm not a sports person. I'm more into entertainment. But still, people in Delta are rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. So get the trophy and get the year. Because I graduated high school 10 years ago. Like, dude, it's about time. So come on. If you don't believe me, you can see in a little bit.
O'Reilly's been all around the net in this third game.
Go, Canucks, go! Go, Canucks, go! Go, Stanley Cup! Go, Stanley Cup! Go, 2024! We can do this!
Go Stanley Cup, go 2024. Not much else to say. Me and Colin were joking about that before we were filming, because it's pretty funny. I was saying, like, if you support the Stanley Cup, bro, you never lose if you think about it, because you're cheering for the Stanley Cup, and someone wins the Stanley Cup regardless, right? And if you cheer for 2024, someone's going to win in 2024. So, you
fair, it's neutral.
It's a safe bet, you know what I mean?
Kind of smart, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm totally on the bandwagon. I'm jumping on the Go 2024 and the Go Stanley Cup. So, yeah, that's I guess that pretty much that's it for that.
Okay.
So I'll go to my one topic, pretty short, but something that happened this week, something that I started doing. I set up my LinkedIn this week, so my dad was like, "Yeah, you should probably like do your LinkedIn thing," because he's like, it's important to like get connections and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to set up my account now, and like put in my education and
go follow his LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna link it or anything. Like, I'm not gonna put it in the description,
don't.
Just go follow me on LinkedIn.
If you could find it. There's a lot of personal info. Are you sure you want that to...
I mean, how many of you can actually go see it? I don't know. But, like, if you're watching and you know me, go follow my LinkedIn. Go make a connection with me. I still got to set up my account. Like, it's kind of weird. You got to put in, like, a bunch of, like, work details and stuff. And, like, what school you're going to go to and all that. So, I'm working on it. And then I got to, like, verify it and stuff. But I think it's, like, it's good. Like, I don't know, have it there, and then you can just, I don't know, help network and stuff. Yeah. So I feel like right now it's not going to be that useful, but I think if I get get it set up, I don't have to like do that in the later on.
Fair enough, yeah.
And then if I do it now, I can just, I don't know, start like linking with people, and then like if I meet someone in my like school, I can.
I have LinkedIn, so like we should do a collab on LinkedIn.
Let's link in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's lock in. Mm-hmm. Make a connection or something, as they say.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I don't know. I just thought it is kind of interesting because it feels like we're like growing up, you know what I mean? It's like business social media kind of, right? Like, it's just,
we don't have to do it, but like, it is good. Yeah.
I was at one of these like grad advice things, and one of the guys was saying, yeah, you should probably start a LinkedIn. Just good to have that out there, and you get opportunities from it and stuff. So, I mean, if you're grade 11, 12, I would recommend you do that. Try to build your network up now, and rather have it and not use it than need it and not have it, you know what I mean? So that's kind of my thoughts on that. So yeah, it's just kind of weird. I just thought I'd mention that. So yeah.
Right. Well, that's cool. So the 2024 Canada Match Kit is available now as of this week. with the busy summer of soccer ahead, there's no better time to, rep the new look, and you can get yours at CanadaSoccerStore.com. Not a sponsorship, but here are the kits. Have you seen these? I don't think we've ever done copper drop on them.
No.
Home, away. Here's the home, and then the away is like a vintage, like it's supposed to kind of be like 80s retro.
Yeah.
To me, it looks like a fast food worker, like a Wendy's or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's definitely unique, I will say. Like, props for them to try something unique. But unpopular opinion, I would say, I like the plain red and white. Like the ones that they wore for the World Cup.
Yeah.
I think those are good. The pattern on the sleeves are kind of weird, but the jersey I have, the very first Canada Nike one, my favorite Canada
that
soccer jersey
full red,
ever.
hey?
It's full red. It's got the
little details
old Nike red thing on the stripe on the back.
Yeah, and it's got
And
these
it's got
line things, hey? Right?
Yeah, exactly. France had that. All the Nike kits in 2018 had that.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fire. But I did like the one after that I liked. But the one for the World Cup with like the guitar, like kind of that was alright. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But this one, to be honest, like I like simple, and I'm not a big fan of the logo at the sternum area.
Yeah.
But I like how they have the red on the sleeves like that with the white. Like that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I don't really mind the away jersey. Like I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it doesn't match like a soccer jersey. It doesn't look like it looks like I'm working at Chick-fil-A. So I think that's gonna be a drop just because it doesn't look like a soccer jersey, but it looks like a nice shirt. Like I like the shirt in general. Like I said, just doesn't really look like a soccer. Like when you would see that and not think it's a soccer jersey.
Yeah.
The home one, it's not my favorite. Just not a big fan. So I'm gonna say drop for both, but they're not bad.
Yeah.
They're all right.
I tend to agree with you. I think the red jersey is pretty cool. I think I like the design of it, but I think it's just like I see what they're trying to do, like the 90s look with the center swoosh Nike. That's how like you can date a lot of the older
teams are doing that now.
Nike thing. But I think having like the swoosh there and the logo just makes the jersey look like unbalanced for some reason. I don't know. Like I just don't like the logo in that place. So maybe they do the swoosh, not put a box around it, and then just move the logo to the left or right, like how it usually is.
Like an oval around it, yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the red one. Like I like the colors and stuff, and the sleeves look cool. But I think if you just did it normally and put the left and right, like I understand they're trying to like make a new jersey and make it unique, but I think it would look better if the logos would be separated, like the left right thing. And in terms of the white away jersey, I see what you mean. Like it doesn't really look like a soccer jersey, and I'd have to agree with you. But I still think it looks better than the red one, just because it looks more like I don't know. I think it just looks nicer. It's a little unique, but I think it stands out more, and I think it looks pretty cool. And I think also when you're looking from a distance, it looks better as a jersey than if you're looking up close, right? So I would say drop on the red one, cop on the white one, but that's kind of my thoughts on those.
Valid. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. This week, the Hello Kitty Cafe has officially opened in Vancouver, and this is causing a lot of buzz, a lot of hype. Now, my question to you is, how many likes for us to go to the Hello Kitty Cafe?
I knew this was gonna come, though.
And try a dessert.
It actually looks really good. I can't even lie. Like, it looks like. Is it like? Is Hello Kitty Chinese or Japanese?
Yeah, it's Chinese.
Okay. Yeah, that you can tell, like, the food looks Chinese, just, like, the plating and stuff and, like, how it's set up. It actually does look kind of cool.
Post up with a photo with Kitty?
Yeah. Like, it's a little, like, I mean, it's pretty feminine, but, I mean, I'm so down to go try it.
Pink is a masculine color in the right setting.
No, I'm saying Hello Kitty, though, generally.
So you're saying a pussy is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't know. It just looks more like a, like...
No, you're right.
Right, but
how many guys you see in there?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at here. But I mean, I'm
sure they'd be welcoming.
Yeah, probably like with their girlfriend or something. But you know what? I don't.
But we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't. I'd be so down to go. Like, you know what I mean?
How many likes to go?
I'd say. Well, okay. I like would go, but I don't want to go. Like, I'm not like, let's go like this weekend.
That's
right?
the same with Chuck E. Cheese, though. Like,
no, but Chuck E. Cheese is different. Like, this is I'd like be more down because it's like closer also.
Yeah, but you said I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese off camera. These guys. Are not
But
gonna
that
do
was for like okay, to hear me out. That was like for the bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but this is more like. I mean, I guess we could do a bit.
You're more entitled to go. Like you want to go more than you would
yeah.
to Chuck E. Cheese.
But the Chuck E. Cheese we like hyped up more, so it'd be funnier for
True,
the bit.
true.
But for this, it's just like, yeah, let's like just
So,
check it out.
Let's get this straight. You'd rather go to Chuck E. Cheese for the podcast?
Yeah.
Or you'd rather go here just in general?
Yeah, I'd rather go
Okay,
here.
okay.
So like, I'd say this is the play here.
Alright.
I'd say like 15 likes. Okay.
15
Because
likes.
like,
okay.
yeah, I don't know. It's just a little like it's like manageable, but like I still don't really want to go.
15 likes to vlog and do a food review on Hello Kitty.
Yeah. I
restaurant.
feel like it'd be kind of cool,
Cafe.
but like I don't really want to do that this weekend. So
Okay.
yeah, let us know.
Well, 15 likes and we'll do it.
Yeah.
I like this new shit with like how many likes for us to do this.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just seeing how close we can get, and
Yeah.
like
yeah,
bro,
we've actually gotten close though.
we
Like,
strategically place them like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
above what like we usually get, and like a
Yeah.
little more, so it's like we
Yeah.
don't have to go, but like
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
yeah, if you guys want to see us go to the Hello Kitty outlet, we'll give us 15 likes and we'll go make it happen. So yeah, I mean, I guess we could be doing that like next week or something. So I guess we'll see.
Maybe, yeah. Here's our biggest topic. I saved it for last.
Okay.
Apple. Have you heard what they've done this week?
I have not heard what they've done this
This is a big revolution. It's a revolutionary step in technology, to say the least. Apple's new accessibility feature lets you control your iPhone or iPad with your eyes.
What?
Here's a quick video that I'm going to show you, like personally. So
Yeah.
you can put this up if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But this is all with your eyes. So, I'm going to read a little bit about it while you watch. According to
Yeah.
Apple, today they announced, this was a few days ago, the accessibility features coming later this year, including eye tracking. Features coming later eye tracking, a way for users with physical disabilities to control their iPad or iPhone with their eyes. Now, that sounds super convenient. Additionally, music haptics will offer a new way for users who are deaf or hard of hearing to experience music using the Taptic engine in iPhone. Vocal shortcuts, they will allow users to perform tasks by making a custom sound. Vehicle motion cues can help reduce motion sickness while using iPhone or iPad in a moving vehicle. That is a big step up. And that reminds me, I think it was Hyundai that was doing a thing where they designed the car to, if you're feeling, because like 9 out of 10 people, I believe, have motion sickness in some sort of degree. So they were making this car. I don't want to go too off track. I'll just mention this and continue. They were trying to design this car that if you feel motion sickness, the car adjusts itself to like help like with that. So it will like cool the car down and like adjust settings to make it smoother.
Yeah.
Anyway, that reminds me of that. So these features combined the power of Apple hardware and software, harnessing Apple's silicon, AI, and machine learning to further Apple's decades-long commitment to designing products for everyone.
Wow.
Now this is a real iPad. Get it?
No.
Anyway, so this is coming to iOS 18.
I get it, man.
Yeah, I know.
iPad.
iOS 18. What is that now? Last time I remember was at 14.
I don't really know which one we're at. I like my phone can't even download it because dude. To be honest, the iPhone, like the iOS like software things, take up so much space on your phone because they're like.
It's designed to do that. For you to get a new phone.
And they add so much new shit. Like if I downloaded it, like I probably wouldn't have any storage on my phone. So, yeah, I don't know.
You have to at a certain point, though, I think.
Yeah, before it gets too old or whatever.
But you know the thing with like iPhones, they designed it so the older it gets, the more battery it like takes.
Yeah,
away.
and it like degenerates essentially. So.
I remember in grade 7, someone in a younger grade said that they had an iPhone 3 and the battery life was 20 minutes.
That's insane. Yeah.
Anyway, so it's all AI based, really. It's a built-in option for navigation and just their eyes, right? It's designed for. I talked about it, and it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's about it that they've said. They haven't really gone into too much detail.
Yeah.
But this is big, like
Definitely.
for sure. And they're going this year. They've had big steps with the Vision Pros.
Oh yeah.
Like that is like pretty big, and that's pretty crazy. It's probably the best VR that you can get at the market right now.
Yeah.
That was a huge step up for VR. But I think in terms of technology in general, this is bigger. And I know for a fact that people that are totally fine without disabilities are going to be using this shit.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the VR, because doesn't that use eye tracking too?
I think so. Some of it.
But you have to press. Yeah, you have to press it. But it's not great. Like, this is just the very beginning, and look how good it is. Yeah, it's just the start.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many flaws with the Vision Pros. Like, people are
Mhm.
saying you get nauseous in it.
Yeah.
Like, quickly. It's expensive because you're not really. Why would you need it? There's more negatives than there is positives, in my opinion. At least I don't have it. Maybe if you have it, you're not gonna think that. But that will only get better. And yet it's so good, but it's the worst ever. That there's. Think about it like that.
It's only gonna get better
It's
from
only
there,
gonna
right?
get better.
So-
It's the worst that there will ever be when it comes to that. So, I'm talking about technology-wise, but yeah, this is the eye tracking thing is definitely a huge step, a big step, and we'll see how it goes. I think with the power of AI, AI has been huge, not just this year, but just this decade in general. Specifically the last 2 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
Really big. It's cool. It's freaky. It's scary. A lot of emotions about it. But I think I just gotta wait and see. We'll see how it goes. Time will only tell how this plays out. But would you use it? And what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, so going back to the VR stuff, I want to touch on that briefly. Like, in terms of the Vision Pros, I am completely with you there. That like the purpose of the product's kind of weird. Like, I don't really understand why you would get it unless you're like early adopter, like innovator, like someone that's just always trying the new Apple products and like they get it for that reason. But in terms of like the practicality and like the use of it, essentially it's like a Mac. Like, you just have your screens open, or an iPhone, or like any Apple device, even an iPad, right? So in that way, the coolness factor is like the leading, I think, reason why people are buying it, opposed to the practicality and like just to say, okay, I got a Vision Pro, right?
Yeah.
But in
I
terms
got money.
in terms of
I'm
practicality,
fucking balling.
it's not like anything substantial, I think.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's only gonna get better from there, and I think in a couple years it might be pretty normal. Like, you might see people walking around in Vision Pros. Like, I don't think I've seen one in person.
No, never.
But maybe, in a couple years you could see that, and there might be something like built into that where it becomes like a big feature.
They
right?
have motion sickness feature, so you don't have it.
Yeah, and so like it might become more like accessible to people and might become more popular, especially here. But in terms of the eye tracking, what it first reminded me of is like, do you remember the streamers would do the eye tracking videos or whatever?
Yeah.
So I don't even know how that works. Like, you just have the camera watching your eyes, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you have like, it has some sort of software that like you look left, right, and it will like follow your eyes. And even those are like not perfect, right? They'd like scatter a bit, and they're pretty like
they're delayed as well.
general. Yeah, and there's a little
it takes
delay
time for it to think. Like, where
yeah,
you're
to
going.
go back and forth or whatever.
Yeah.
But in terms of this Apple eye tracking, I think that is pretty. It's a step in the right direction. I think it's definitely going to be like revolutionary. Because if we're doing this with iPhones now, imagine you incorporate that in the Vision Pros, and like, I don't know, like seeing what they do now is just going to be like in 10 years, it's going to be so much different.
It's gonna be crazy, dude. It's I got this from FaZe Rug, but dude, The Simpsons literally predicted this shit. You know how much stuff The Simpsons has predicted?
Oh my god, yeah.
The World Cup stuff,
Donald
and like
Trump becoming
yeah,
president.
dude.
And like,
The there's an episode where everyone like I really hope you put up the image on screen. You can find a screenshot of people running around like what is it called? The town Springville.
oh yeah, Springfield or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Springfield. With VR, running around
That's
like
insane.
chaotic and shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So like, dude, it's looking like it. FaZe Rug did a video where he like tried it out for a day. And he said it was really cool, but he said he would never do it because it's just not. It's a burden.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I think. But funny enough, people were all like, whoa, that's so cool. No one was like saying anything negative about it. Everyone thought it was so fascinating, which it is. It's modern technology. It's honestly, to me, futuristic technology.
Yeah.
So it's for me, I think it's a shit product. It's so overpriced. It's unhealthy, but it is nonetheless cool because it's new and it's all this. And so people were like very like fascinated about it, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool! Like, how much is this?" Or like, when'd you get this? But like they were all like super kind to him and like respectful and like wanted to learn about it
Yeah.
genuinely. And as he was doing the video, he saw someone with the
Really?
Vision Pros,
Yeah.
and they just bought it. And he was just like, "How is it?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It is crazy." But like, he went to the restaurant, and he's like, "I'm watching the NBA right now while ordering this food," and they're like, "All right." But you can. That is cool in a way. Like, if I wanted to watch like a Raptors game and Canucks game, like
At the
I
same
could have
time,
it.
yeah.
There. I could get 2 TVs, but you know. Anyway,
Who wants to do
I think
that?
in that sense, it's more convenient to have the one together. It's like that scene from Back to the Future 2, where you know when they're on the dinner table and they have those glasses on,
Oh, yeah.
and then his son is like, "But Dad," and he's like, "When you come to the dinner table, you can only use your glasses. You can't take the TV with you." And he's like, "But Dad, I can only watch 2 shows at once." That's gonna be the new fucking
Yeah.
norm. I'm not letting my kids do that. If you're watching, children, no, that's why.
Yeah, I know, bro. It's so bad for your like dopamine and shit watching
Mhm.
2 shows at once. But no, I
Soon
found
you'll get the eyes like going different directions.
They're like this, watching Dad. No, but
Screenshot that.
that's the thumbnail.
Dude.
But no, I found it really interesting how like they released that product because like you said, it's like incomplete. But I think more so it's for like technology as a whole. Like it's
True.
advancing
Yeah.
technology. Even the eye tracking thing, like putting that in an iPhone is like
iPad, iPhone.
yeah, it's
eye
less
sack.
so about like it's like it might not be the best like functionally, but like
Mhm.
it's gonna develop, and that's sort of
Yeah.
why they do it.
That's
in my
why it's
opinion.
a big step.
And that's why I think. But
Mhm.
what I also found interesting about that is like everyone thought like virtual reality would be the main thing, but right now it's more so like augmented reality. So like
Yeah.
remember when Pokemon Go came out and everyone's like, "What? You can play a game on your phone, but it's like you can see them and like it's the same thing." So it's like augmented reality, I think is sort of like the direction
Kind
that
of like an
everyone's going.
oasis.
Yeah, where you blend the two, right?
Yeah, it's like
So-
Ready Player One almost. Well,
Yeah.
Ready Player One, you're in the game.
Yeah.
Basically. So I guess it's a bit different in that sense.
But it's like I don't know, kind of a weird outcome that I think people didn't expect. I think most people were leaning towards like virtual reality, but I think
Yeah.
augmented reality is kind of cool
It's
in that way. Like,
similar,
yeah, it is pretty similar,
but
I
it is
think
different.
augmented reality incorporates like real life stuff.
What do you like
can-
better?
I think I like augmented reality, but
It's cooler, but like I feel like VR would be more healthy.
yeah, because then you're like half in each like,
And you can actually
world, I
like
guess.
focus on one or the other. You're
Yeah,
either
that's a
in
good
the real
point.
life or you're not.
Yeah, it's
So,
true.
Yeah,
I don't
like that
know.
more.
It's pretty interesting. Dude, there was this anime or some my like friends used to watch it as kids. I forgot what it's called. I'm like blanking so hard. But the guy goes and like it's like the same thing. It's like they have all these like headsets or whatever, and this new headsets the new headsets are like released, and there's this game on it. Oh, it was SAO, bro, Sword Art Online or whatever, and he gets like the VR, and then he like gets trapped in it, and then if you die in the game, you like die in real life. It's pretty,
yeah.
dude. It's kind of sick, but
Jumanji. Kind of sounds like
yeah,
Jumanji.
like pretty much. And there was like it was like dungeons, so there's like 100 levels, and then people would just like, dude, there's this one guy, he like pretty much built his life on like he'd get to like a certain level and he just stopped because he's like, if you die, there's like no point. So he like settled down. Him and his like wife made it to the one level, and they just kind of like stayed there the whole time.
Kind of relates to the fact of you have a purpose in life, and that makes like think about it like this. What if you wake up one day, someone takes off a headset and was like, "How was it?"
Oh, dude,
Because that's what it is essentially.
No,
that's what I was
yeah.
gonna say.
But they know they're going into the game,
Okay, yeah.
and they live their life before.
Like, yeah. What if you get?
But
They're like,
yeah.
"How was it, bro? Please save me." Like, dude, I've been long enough. Like, or like, there's also that theory of religion. Going into religion a little bit. It's like we're on Earth and we have a purpose. That's why we don't get bored in life. Like for me, like, okay, well, I'm gonna get to that later. But for people in general, like, you have a purpose in life. That's why you're never bored. Because in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm gonna die. Like, let me live my days fun and do all this stuff.
yeah,
When you get to heaven, you have eternity.
yeah.
You're just gonna get bored. Then what?
I don't even know. I mean,
Well, yeah, of
I've heard
course you don't.
well, yeah, obviously not. But I've heard some people explain it like you don't really get bored because it's like I think they say heaven's like the complete like fulfillment of earth. So it's like everything good is like like imagine like a scale, right?
Mhm.
So like earth, let's say like happiness. Imagine at your happiest moment in your entire life, let's say it's like
Disney World.
an 80. Let's just say compared to heaven, it's let's say like 20% happiness. At heaven, that's gonna be 100%. So you're like essentially maxed out on like every
So
stat.
you're on like crack.
Essentially, you're like, so basically what we're
Okay.
saying is you're on crack and you're basically tweaking out in heaven. So that's pretty much what it is.
Well, yeah, but they're like, okay, you run out of stuff to do. You go to heaven, you're like, I want to do this, that, this, that, this.
But it's like
Then
eternity.
what?
It's like, dude,
But
you
then
can't
it's
even
like-
wrap your head around.
Yeah,
it,
I know,
so.
but then it's like, then what? I've done all this stuff. I'm bored. I got nothing to do. Because, like, in life, like, this shit's not easy. If I want to go and travel every single country in Europe, that shit's a journey. That takes
Well, yeah.
time, effort, money. Once that's accomplished, it's like, I'm good. I've done that. That's one thing in my life checked off. In heaven, let's say you can do that instantly. Boom, 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 country every single day. Like, it's nothing. Then what? Like, you go through stuff so quickly. Life, we have a short amount of time to do all that stuff. So it's like you go through that quickly, then what? And to me, I don't believe in that. And the only reason why is because I'm young. Most of my time on this planet that I've spent, I haven't even considered I'm going to die one day.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, to me, that's extremely scary when I say that out loud, and I think about it too much. I gotta avoid that, to be honest. Like, I'm kind of opening up here, but when I do, like, I don't think about that on the daily. So because I don't, because that's so like probably that's so far away,
Mm-hmm.
and so because I'm not focused on that, that's not even in my head. So I could say the same thing about heaven, like. People are like, well, you have a purpose in this life. That's why you don't get bored. In heaven, you're going to get bored. Like, no, I don't think so because I don't even consider death when I'm doing my everyday stuff.
Yeah, it's not like
It's
that.
not even in my head.
Yeah.
So it would be the same thing as in heaven. I don't even consider an end. Same as my
Yeah,
life right now.
yeah,
I'm not
that's
even
true.
considering an end, and I'm not bored.
Yeah.
So I think it would probably be, I don't know, something like that. Who knows?
It's all like perspective.
It
And,
is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you view it, but yeah, man, I don't know. It's weird to think about because yeah, it's not every day that you're thinking about like the end of your life, right? But I mean, who knows, man. All right, that's kind of everything I gotta say. So
Yeah, I'm all done with my topic. So I guess we could close out here.
yeah,
What's our time at?
27.
We didn't make it to 30.
I mean, unless we do the Dwayne.
Mm. What the fuck are we doing?
All right, well we're at 29, so if you do outro,
All right. Thanks for watching. You should probably cut that out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.